welcome to a very special episode of Embracing Autism IRL. Today, we are going to be talking to Santa Claus. Hi, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Hi, Stardust. How are you?
I'm good, getting a lot of things done, getting ready for Christmas.
Well,
We
you do
have
most of the work.
we have a lot of questions from some friends. I was wondering if you had some time to answer them.
Oh, sure. We had little Henry set up all my tech, so I'm not going to touch a single thing.
Yeah, I'll do that for you, Santa. No worries. So, we have kids all over the United States and even outside of the United States to have some questions for you. And I just wanted to call them out so you can answer them. You ready, Santa?
Sounds great. Let's do it.
All right. So, first question we have here, Jesse and Dax from Houston, Georgia. Santa, what is your favorite type of cookie?
Have you ever known me to turn down a cookie? Oh, goodness. I would say uh, maybe my top three cookies would be a snickerdoodle, a sugar cookie, and a classic chocolate chip cookie. But by all means, I'm not picky when it comes to cookies. I can always use a few extra pounds.
He certainly isn't. Santa's always sneaking cookies around here. We have to hide them sometimes.
Oh, you silly little elves.
We have another question for you, Santa. This one is a question from David. He's in Arizona and he's asking, choo choo.
I actually like this question. I have always loved trains myself, even from my childhood. I would whittle some out of just some basic wood and love to play with trains. And I'm not sure if many of you have heard of the Polar Express, which often comes up here to visit around the holidays.
The Polar
And
Express is one of my favorites.
well, also, some people might not know it, but sometimes Rudolph, if he sneaks out of his pen, will chase the Polar Express down the tracks.
Oh, you don't have to remind me. I don't know how many times I've had to go get Rudolph back in his pen.
He's a little rascal, isn't he?
He loves chasing trains. Okay, let's see. We have another question here. This one is from Anaya from St. Louis, Missouri. She wants to know how Rudolph's doing.
Oh, Rudolph's been pretty busy these years. He's still in reindeer school, so still working on some of his landings. Sometimes they're a little rough. He's a little rascal. He's very busy, but we love him all the same. He's been making some new friends because he's a little different. So sometimes making friends is a little hard for him. But we've got some good reindeer that he can definitely be himself with, and they definitely love him and him for being unique and having such a red nose.
Yeah, sometimes Rudolph has a hard time making friends because he's different, but we notice that he's actually the most special of all the reindeer.
Yep, he definitely is. Everyone is unique in their own way.
Okay, Santa, I've got more questions for you.
All right, let's hear them.
This one's from Keegan from Ontario, Canada. He's asking if he can meet and pet Rudolph.
If you can find the little rascal. He's very busy in reindeer school these days, and honestly, he has a very shy personality. So often trying to find him is also a challenge in itself.
Yeah, maybe you guys can look for him and see if you can see him on Christmas Eve. You know, sometimes he's a little sneaky, so he's a little hard to find, but you can try.
But you can also leave out some carrots or an apple, and I can definitely feed them to Rudolph and the other reindeer if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, definitely leave some carrots for him on Christmas Eve. Rudolph loves carrots.
Santa's not the only one who likes treats, after all.
Gotta get our veggies. All right, so we have another question, Santa.
All
This
right.
one is from Jack. He's from the UK or the United Kingdom. He wants to know if you can play the banjo like the song says.
Oh, I'm no professional banjo player, but I can definitely pick a banjo now and again. Um, I have to say that my favorite instrument that I enjoy playing this time of year is definitely the bells. It definitely rings true to my heart.
Yeah, I always hear you playing. What's that song? Carol of the Bells, I think, is the one you like to play sometimes.
Oh, yes, it's a fascinating song indeed.
So we're not done yet, Santa. We've got more questions.
Oh, boy. Okay.
This one is from Adeline. She's in Georgia, and she wants to know if you have a mommy or a daddy.
I do, Adeline. I do have a Papa Claus and a Mama Claus. They both, when I was a little boy, they definitely showed me the value of being respectful to others, caring for everyone, and accepting everyone for how they are, and to try and make different friends and relationships, regardless of different people's backgrounds. It's really the reason that I am the way that I am today.
I've met Papa Claus and Mama Claus, and they are so sweet and kind. I remember they
They're
told
getting
me
a
that,
little they're getting
yeah,
a little old these days, so
yeah.
they don't walk around like they used to. But
But they told me that when Santa was young, he used to go by the name Saint Nicholas.
oh, that's true. I haven't heard that name in quite some time, my dear.
Let's see, we have another question here. This one is Ethan from the Philippines. He wants to know if Santa's giving him a new tablet this year.
Oh, Ethan, you should know the first rule of Christmas is we don't tell what we're going to give for Christmas. It's a spirit of giving, not necessarily what we give. So always be happy with whatever we should receive, whether it's big or small.
Let's see, we have another one. This one is a question from Joanna from Massachusetts. She says, can we have Christmas lights up all year?
So most people don't realize, but the Christmas lights actually help the reindeer gauge where they are when they're on their travel on Christmas Eve. So if we keep them up throughout the year, it might disorient them so they're not able to find your house the next year. So generally we try to only have Christmas lights up just around Christmas so the reindeer can get to exactly where they're going as fast as they can.
That's why Rudolph is so important. His light on
Oh, of
his nose
course.
helps guide all the reindeer, so we can't confuse them with the other Christmas lights. Okay, let's see. We have another question. This one's from Hunter, and Hunter is in Missouri. He wants to know how you can make it to all the houses in one night, Santa.
So this is a little bit of Christmas magic, and as far as making sure that we know exactly where we're going with all the lights for Christmas. So really, it seems like time passes much more slowly on Christmas Eve for the reindeer and the sleigh. So we can easily travel to everyone's house that has their Christmas lights up and decorations, and we can definitely get to where we're going in time. So time is really not much of a struggle for us on Christmas Eve.
Okay, Santa, we got a couple more questions here. This one is from Emily. She's from California, and she wants to know what your favorite food is first.
Oh goodness. I suppose I guess I could say probably Cheetos with maybe a little bit of chocolate syrup on top. Definitely a favorite of mine. If the kitchen isn't open, I'll grab a bag and get a little bit of chocolate syrup. That's always a fun little treat. So, other favorite foods, I definitely like some broccoli with some ketchup. That's another fun fan favorite of mine.
I
Um,
think you like that because it's red and green, don't you?
I do. Those are definitely some very fun colors indeed, especially this time of year.
So, what is your favorite color, Santa?
So I actually like very bright colors. So I have to say maybe a neon green or maybe a fuchsia pink. Definitely something to light up the sky when I'm flying overhead.
That must be why you like the Christmas lights, isn't it?
Oh, I do. I just sometimes like to gaze at them and admire the different colors in the night sky.
Now, this one's a tricky question because they want to know what your favorite animal is, and I know that Rudolph might get sad if you don't say reindeer.
That's true. Hopefully, we don't have any reindeer listening. I actually like penguins, which is kind of unique. Sadly, I don't get to see too many of them, but I definitely like those little guys waddling on the ice, maybe sliding here or there. They definitely seem very interesting creatures to me. So I definitely have to say I love penguins.
Yeah, the penguins are all over the North Pole, but they're kind of shy, so they kind of stay away from the toy shop
That's true. They get a little nervous with all the noise that we're making.
with all the toys.
Yeah.
And Emily also wants to know what your favorite book is.
My favorite book. I don't hear that one a lot. I suppose I guess the Nightmare Before or the Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's your favorite movie.
Oh, that's my favorite movie. I'm sorry. No, no, no. Um, it was The Night Before Christmas. I suppose that would be my favorite book.
But that is a good movie too.
That is true.
And then her other question is, what's your favorite hobby? What do you like to do for fun?
I really like building things. So I like tinkering with different toys. I really, over the last many decades, enjoy building miniature houses and villages and just creating a landscape of all the different houses. It's very relaxing, and I can decorate little villages how I wish and put Christmas lights everywhere. Um, Besides that, I enjoy a nice sled race. So sometimes I'll get the crew together and we'll do a little race just to kind of practice our different skills for Christmas Eve.
Do you have any pets other than the reindeer, of course?
I do. I have a cat, a little black cat. His name is Oscar. He definitely likes to wander around the workshop, and sometimes will just sit in my lap as we're sitting by the fire. He definitely likes to jump in the sleigh with me, but generally I don't bring him around just because I'm afraid of him falling off. He gets quite a little bouncy when we kind of get moving in the sleigh.
Well, Oscar likes to stay in the shop anyway because he likes to nibble on all the candy canes.
Oh, that's true. Decorations are always a challenge in there.
Okay, Santa, we have one question left here. This question is from Savannah from New York, and she wants to know if Papa and her friend Josh know that she misses them. I think they've passed away, and she wants to know.
Oh, of course, my dear. Yes, your papa and Josh definitely know that you miss them, and they definitely love and appreciate everything. Um, they are definitely watching over you and making sure that you are having a very safe and happy Christmas and throughout the year. Now, I know Stardust, you had some struggles in your family as well. Is that true?
Yeah, my Papa Elf is also passed away, so I'm pretty sure that they're probably celebrating together out. And you know that my Papa Elf, his birthday was actually on Christmas Day, and that's for real. It really was on Christmas Day. So I know that they're definitely all together having fun and celebrating Christmas.
Yes, it's always good to remember the positive times that we had with our loved ones, even if they can't be there with us. It definitely helps to try and brighten our spirit.
Yeah, so of course they miss them. I know you miss them, but we're all going to have a good time just wherever we are.
That's true.
And I think, Santa, that is all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else you want to tell our friends?
Oh, of course. I wanted to mention to all of you to be who you were meant to be. The world needs you for who you are. All of us are different in many ways. I am very different and unique from all the other people, and same thing with Stardust. We have different personalities. We have different likes, dislikes, little quirks about us, and we love each other, and we find a group of people that we can be with and who accept us for who we truly are. And when we're with those people, that is truly the meaning of Christmas, and to try and give to others as best we can.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm building toys, the other elves will kind of look at me funny because I'm building a toy very different than the way they're doing it. And so when I was a little elf, I thought that maybe I was building the toys wrong, but it turned out I made a whole new toy, and now every little kid loves the toys I make. So just remember that even if you do things a little different, that doesn't mean it's wrong, it just makes you special.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better, Stardust. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, thank you so much for saying hello to my friend Santa. I know you have
Oh,
to
of
go
course. Oh,
because
of
you've
course.
got
We both have
lots
to
of
get
stuff.
back to work.
Yeah, we're very, very busy in the North Pole. We got to get back and finish up all those toys, get them packaged and ready to go. And pretty soon we're going to be sending them off to all the good little boys and girls around the world. So
All right.
thanks for coming, Santa.
Oh, thanks for having me. Ho, 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 and have a Merry Christmas.
Bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.